Bad for business and subscribers. That's how a digital advocate group described the closure of Smart's headquarters. Joining us now is Digital Pinoy's national campaigner, Ronald Gustilo. Ronald, thank you so much for joining us. What is your take on these unpaid taxes of Smart? Payable to the Makati City government or only payable to the BIR?
Well, what we see is that franchise taxes are supposed to be collected by the Bureau of Internal Revenue unless Makati City government has an ordinance that states that there are additional taxes aside from what the companies are usually paying in different cities. So if Makati has one, then I think it needs to be reviewed because this is not very welcoming for business entities.
Of course, these taxes have built up to a massive 3.2 billion pesos, Ronald, in taxes and operating without a business permit over the last 4 years. This should have been discussed by both parties years ago.
Yes, we also think that they should have discussed it before. However, I find it I'm very curious as to why the Makati City government allowed Smart to operate if they have not really issued a business permit to Smart. Why did they allow Smart to operate for 4 years without business permit? So I find it very suspicious that for 4 years they knew that Smart is not complying with the law, and yet they did not do nothing. And now they haphazardly did this closure order. It's very questionable,
Of
considering that a very big company like Smart will not. I don't think they will have any trouble securing the necessary requirements for a business permit.
But of course,
in any
question
city.
marks then, Ronald, on both sides, no? Both for the Makati City government and for Smart Communications. That's why they really have to sit down and thresh out their issues. And of course, Smart is one of the biggest telecommunications companies in the country, and its parent company, PLDT, is listed on the Philippine Stock Exchange. And this will definitely have repercussions, business-wide, with the closure of its headquarters.
Yes, definitely this will have a very big impact, not only for Smart but also for other businesses. So what the Makati City government did, it will create a ripple effect throughout the business sector. Many will think that is this the way Makati does business with? Is this how Makati runs itself? It's the city. I don't think this is very welcoming for the investors and the business sector already operating in Makati. So, is this a message to the business sector that if you don't follow the orders of the Makati City government, you will be padlocked as well? This is not really a good message, not just for the businesses operating in Makati, but to all businesses and investors who wishes to operate within the Philippines.
All right, Makati City is one, if not the richest city in the Philippines, because this is the hub, right, for many big multinational corporations and local companies. So this could definitely have an impact on how to do business in Makati. But I mean, specifically looking at Smart Communications itself, Ronald, could this closure of its headquarters be disadvantageous for its subscribers, even though Smart says it's business as usual?
Well, definitely for now, maybe Smart can still hold up and do something for their subscribers so that the services will not be interrupted. However, if this drags on and the national government intervenes, we really don't know what could happen. So the subscribers are really they have a fear that their subscription, the services that Smart gives them might be interrupted because of this issue. So I think the government should really have a contingency plan just in case this rift between the Makati City government and Smart will go a bit further.
And of course, Ronald, the move of Makati City against Smart also comes after parent company PLDT's reputation was stained over a 48 billion peso budget overrun that was disclosed in December of 2022 following an internal probe. And the budget problem led to a class suit from some U.S. shareholders. It seems like the problems of the telco seem to be mounting.
Yes, well, I think these problems will be sorted out once the investigations roll out. But with regards to the issue between Smart and Makati City government, I think they should really seriously consider sitting down again, whether be it in court or in a meeting just between the two of them, so that they could fix whatever can be fixed, and then maybe Smart the Makati City government can clarify as to why are they charging Smart these franchise taxes, and why have they allowed Smart to operate without business permit for the past 4 years.
And if it,
This is something that they should be really doing as soon as possible.
yeah, because this closure of the headquarters along Ayala Avenue has also scared stock market investors. It was one of the biggest losers on the Philippine Stock Exchange today. And do you think that this unpaid taxes issue could be resolved within the next 24 to 48 hours to calm investors' nerves as well, both local and international investors?
Well, legally, I think Smart has some. They can file for a temporary restraining order. However, with regards to the customer, with the investor confidence, that is something that Smart PLDT really needs to work on, because as you've mentioned, and as we also saw today, the stocks of the PLDT really plunged. So this is this should be handled with urgency by Smart PLDT.
Yes, indeed. Hopefully, this will be resolved between the Makati City government and Smart Communications sooner rather than later. Thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word, Digital Pinoy's national campaigner, Ronald Gustilo.